All right. Here we are. Body by Vlad show, episode 1, part 2, going over quite a few things. Real quick, Vlad, tell me real quick the premise of your business. Why did you get into the personal training business?
I think I got into the personal training business because I first trained myself since I was 13 years old. And it was one of those things where people think that I was always fit, but that's not the case. I was a guy, a little kid that ate pizza every day, French fries, ice cream, didn't do anything, just played video games, just super fat, and it was one of those things where it's like, why do I need to work out? And the reason why I started working out was in school when I got bullied and picked on and people calling you fat and all kinds of different names, and I got tired of it, and I started working out at home, some dumbbells, some shoulder press, and doing research and starving myself. Had no idea what I was doing, not eating the whole day, and then came home just drinking 7-Up just to get the sugar back because my blood sugar dropped. So it was just a hot mess, and I think I'm finally understanding what a balanced diet looks like, because even a couple of years ago I still wasn't eating as clean as I should have been, and things that I'm understanding now and developing in the nutrition aspect of how important the nutrition is to your health, not just physically but mentally and internally, is huge. Because I started studying nutrition like 4 years ago, just really hardcore, and working with women and hormones and imbalances and all sorts of things. Nutrition plays a huge role, and understanding that is the key to success. And when I'm able to provide a meal plan and say, hey, this is what you have to do, this is how you're supposed to eat, the results are instantaneous almost. It's like, oh my God, what's happening to my body? It's changing this fast. And I was like, yeah, once we adjust your body and to the right amount of food, the fats, carbohydrates, protein, fats, and making sure that your body's in an optimal zone, you're going to be able to see results really, really fast.
For people who have never worked with an actual trainer, a real trainer, I'm not talking about going to your big box gym and a guy coming out and saying, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going to be your trainer. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an actual trainer. For somebody who's never worked with a trainer, what should they expect?
I have a lot of examples of people, when people that came in and they had absolutely zero experience with working out. They never touched weight in their life. They've never been on a meal plan before. And their success is hugely due to the fact that they just follow my guidelines. I say, hey, just let's do this. Okay, great. I'll do it. I'll follow it. There's no there's no push to say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's just a very easy flow of, let's get this done. Here's what I got to do. Great. Let me just follow that. And the results are phenomenal. It's 3 months, 90-day transformations. People are seeing a 30 to 45 pound weight loss and just huge loss of inches and things like that. And I think if you never worked with a trainer, I think finding a good quality trainer is really hard, because there's a very high turnover rate with trainers in the industry. And some people might get a trainer next week, he's gone, and you gotta go to this thing because, like I said, people in this business just want the money. They want to do a group class, get as much people in there. It doesn't matter what you're doing, just do it. We want to get paid. Another group class, let's get 30, 40 people in there. There's one trainer for 30 people. There's absolutely no way. You get 5 people for one trainer, he's not going to be able to track everything. And they're running classes with 30, 40 people. That's how people are getting injured. They're getting back injuries. They're getting knee injuries, shoulder injuries. And it's not a very effective way of doing. That's why it's called personal training. And then group classes are just like, let's just go have some fun.
Well, absolutely. And a lot of times you see these group classes, there's, coworkers and everybody all in there doing the same thing. When you're working with a personal trainer, you're not doing it with your buddies. You're trying to change your life. You're trying to change your body. What does Body by Vlad specialize in? Now, I understand fitness and eating better and so forth, but obviously there's a science behind this.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's science-based that we do. The beauty about it is I'm not having my clients do endless amount of cardio. I'm not putting them on crash diets. It's actually a very simple diet. I wouldn't even say diet. I said lifestyle, meal plan. My clients are only doing 10, 20 minutes of cardio a day, depending on the day. They're doing a 30-minute workout twice a week with me. which is very short and very doable, I think, for people, because I work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. And there's a lot of science behind why we do what we do. And our approach is very different, to where we use a lot of science and hormones and circadian rhythm and working with each body type to make sure that they're getting the best results.
Very interesting. Now, in terms of, you say results, what types of results should people be expecting from start to essentially finish?
Typical results are 2 to 3 pounds a week. And if somebody comes in, they want to lose 100 pounds, you can expect to lose 10 to 12 pounds per month, month in, month out. We don't plateau. Every week our clients check in. They tell me how much weight they lost, if they have any questions, comments, concerns. We go over their meal plan, making sure their meal plan's on track. There's weekly weigh-ins, monthly measurements. We make sure that the program is working. So it's a very detailed work, where you don't just get a client, see them one time, here's your program, and that's it. I'm like, the process just starts there. And so it's almost continual, almost daily basis of checking in with clients. And I think keeping them accountable is very important through that. That way they're able to, okay, I know I got to check in on Friday. I'm not going to have that cheeseburger on Thursday night. And so it kind of keeps people accountable too, kind of on their toes. And the results have been phenomenal for all my clients. Once you establish these guidelines and boundaries and saying, you don't get the results, that's not my fault. It's worked for 300 other people.
That's so funny that you say that, because that's exactly what, 250 clients that are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing and getting what they're getting. And they're one person, just one guy is telling me they're not getting anything. I'm not believing that you're doing what you should be doing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Boy, I know that all too well. What I find really interesting about your approach is for the last several years, my wife and I have been together. I've watched her go from gym to gym, and I've watched her lose weight and gain weight and lose weight and gain weight. And as I told you from the get-go, she's one of these people that you've got to stay on her. You got to keep her centered, keep her focused, because she loses interest. Well, I think the bigger question is why is she losing interest? Well, yeah, she's going to lose a little bit of weight at one gym. She's going to lose it right away because of the how they do it. But then there's going to come to a point where she's not going to lose any more weight for a while, and you start to lose interest. Why is that? Why does that happen?
Plateaus happen because the body changes. So let's say she starts off at a certain weight, she loses weight. Well, she's following a certain diet plan. It's just like exercise. You got to change things up, and that's why we're different. Is we're constantly monitoring. It's like 24-hour surveillance on your body. How's it responding? How's this? Let's change this meal. Let's get rid of this fat. Let's lower this macro. It's like a beautiful science. It's like a puzzle piece, and then we constantly change things, and then the body never has time to adapt. It's always changing. And that's why results are happening so fast on a weekly basis. We don't allow the body to plateau. And we track everything, and it's beautiful watching somebody go from day 1 to day 90 in such a huge transformation that they don't even believe what's happening. So they're kind of in shock of, is this real? Like, is this my body changing this much, this fast? And I think that's the best part about it. Like I said, other gyms will get you as a personal trainer, but they just want to sell you some training.
I've noticed that my wife's got more energy. She's not as tired. She's not plopped in front of the television watching TV. It's funny because she says she's running out the door. Where are you headed? Oh, to the gym. She's going downstairs to the gym. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is wonderful. This is great. She's actually doing this thing. Yeah. Let's order a pizza. And then she goes and cooks chicken, and I'm sitting there eating pizza by myself. So I know what you're doing is what she should be doing. And again, now we're going to have her starting the Juice Plus, and of course we're going to be pushing that as well. Audience, listen up. If you have been running into problems with your body in terms of fatigue, in terms of weight gain, you recite that cortisol commercial. Stress increases cortisol, and cortisol increases belly fat. If you know what I'm talking about, you need to see Body by Vlad. 916-764-2559. Again, 916-764-2559. Or visit bbvfitness.com. Again, bbvfitness.com. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and learn more. We'll be right back.